Voidborn Mythology by Axel Hellstrand. Episode 3, Home.
Bird is alive.
Thanks to gods.
But Bird is not well. Physically good, but something wrong with Bird. Don't know what.
It must be a trauma.
What is trauma?
You can't heal it with your medicine.
Big shame that is.
Anyways, it's been a pleasure meeting you again, old friend. But I need to escort Esme to...
Bird I cannot heal, but you I can heal. Your ribs are more broken than my dreams.
Huh?
Don't think. Relax and drink medicine.
So, what will be the side effects this time, River? Being blind for a whole day?
No. Your leg will be swollen.
What?
Or was it the arm? I don't remember. Let's find out.
River held a goblet in his warty hands. This was not formed from living flesh, but carved out of wood. But this was no amphibian carving, but avian carving. The ocean-born's carvings were usually complex and detailed. But this one was simplistic yet smooth, just like the carving style of the Skyborns. How did he get that goblet? Did the Skyborns give him the goblet, or did he perhaps steal it? At the moment it wasn't my biggest concern. I was more concerned about how the potion would taste. Most of them were disgusting, and they always killed my appetite. And it wasn't enough that my body would go through horrible pain before a healing process was complete. Fools that have never been healed by Oceanborn believes that being healed by them is tranquil. Those people are dead wrong. River stared intently at the goblet, and the veins on his head became more visible, and his head began to beat like a heart. The potion, as green as the forest during the spring, flew out of the goblet into my mouth. As a cop, I was shocked and terrified with his ability to move liquids with only his mind. And even today, at my age, I wasn't truly used to it. Like I had predicted, the medicine was disgusting. It tasted like rotten eggs and sour milk. I had to use all of my strength not to throw up. I swallowed that horrible medicine, and the terrible taste still lingered in my mouth. Moments passed and I felt horrible pain in my stomach, and I could hear the cracking of my bones. The pain was even worse than the breaking of my ribs. The pain was only momentary, and the pain would be gone like the wind. I rose up and felt no pain, but when I took my first step, it almost felt like the sun god himself threw a lightning bolt at my right leg. I looked down at my right leg, and it had grown 3 times as big as my left leg, and the leg smelled putrid.
Oh, so it was leg this time.
Damn it, River! How long is it gonna take until my leg is normal?
1 day, I think.
1 day? I don't have that time. I need to get to the village as quickly as possible. I can't walk with this bloody leg. What am I gonna do? Every time when I get nervous, I would usually scratch the right side of my face, but I couldn't feel any fur, and the skin I touched was warm and scarred. River, why didn't you heal my face?
I am very sorry, little cub. I cannot heal bird wounds. The bird will remain a scar.
I see.
I cannot help you with your scar, but I can help you with your travels.
How?
My hut can move. Have I not told you that?
You might have, lads.
Good. I'm gonna concentrate for entire day. In the middle of house is cauldron with very tasty soup for little bird and you. See you tomorrow.
The organic hut began to shake, I almost felt like all of us was lifted by some unknown force. The hut itself began to make strange sounds and sounded similar to the gurgling sound of a hungry stomach. The ceiling was low for someone in my size, so I bowed my head and crawled towards Esme. I sat beside her and asked, "Hi there, little one. How do you feel? Do you feel any better?" Yet again she did not respond. She was as quiet as the afterlife itself. Her tiny body was shaking. I held her tiny hand, and she was as cold as the northern sea. I took off my cape and wrapped it around her with it. As I did this, I heard a particular sound. It was the gurgling sound. This was not from the hut. It came from someone smaller. It must have been Esme. "Seems like someone is hungry. Maybe it's time for us to eat. I'm quite hungry myself." I grabbed a wooden bowl, one of the few things that weren't organic. I crawled to the organic cauldron. I took a look at the soup. It was as yellow, in fact, it was as yellow as you get the point. I took one sniff, and it smelled like a rotting corpse. Who knows, maybe the soup was delicious, but the smell would usually be an obvious sign of the food's quality. I crawled back to Esme, hungry and disappointed. I put my paws in pockets and tried to ignore my hunger. I felt something lying in my pocket, so I pulled out something that was leaf-wrapped. I opened it, and there was 10 pieces of dried octopus meat, my favorite snack. The pieces were as red as blood, and the pieces themselves was formed like hearts. I remembered that this was from Esme's mother, as a thank you for my aid. I ate 6 of the pieces at once, and it was delicious. It was salty and crunchy. I was ready to take another piece, but then I was interrupted by the gurgling sound. It was Esme's tiny stomach. I grabbed one piece and went to Esme. Esme carefully began to eat it. After she had eaten the meat, tears ran down her big orange eyes, and she slowly uttered, I picked her up and held her in my hairy arms and wiped away her salty tears. It's been a really rough day, but everything will be fine. And tomorrow, you will meet your mama and sisters again. The night was very quiet, and the only thing we heard was the wind and the waves who hit the sea rocks. The day was long and hard for me and Esme, and when the night came we slept like newborns. Morning came, 3 light beams passing through the holes of the hut. The light awakened me from my deep sleep. As my eyes were adjusting to the light, I began my morning routine with rubbing my stomach, and as I did so, I felt something warm and soft. It was not my leaf shirt. It was Esme, who's the one I felt. She must have slept on me the entire night. The notion gave me hope that Esme could be restored to her normal state. Suddenly, River's house violently landed on the ground, and the entire hut shook like an earth tremor. Esme woke up and began to shake.
He's here! 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 He's here!
Everything is alright. Everything is alright. He can't get you. You hear me, Esme? He can't get you. The old amphibian hadn't moved an inch since I last saw him, and still sat in the same comfy position. Damn it, River! What were you bloody thinking? He fell to the floor and began to sigh.
Oh, my head.
I crawled towards the old amphibian and inspected River's health.
It hurts very bad. I need to sleep. I will never travel with this hut so far again. Ow!
River, how bad is it?
Not too bad, but my head hurts very bad. I must rest soon. Good news is that you are close to your destination. Only 30 minutes left to walk. Ow.
30 minutes to walk? Why didn't you land closer to the village? This is no way that I am walking with this swollen leg.
But neared one they have passed. Your leg is now normal.
I looked down at my legs, and all of them looked the same.
Reason of why I did not land closer was because I do not like birds. They are mean and say things about me that's not true. Now it's time for you two to leave my home so I can finally rest.
I picked up Esme and walked through the opening of the hut, and behind me I heard River's old voice.
Why didn't you eat my soup?
Well, you see, we weren't so hungry.
I understand. Well, next time we meet, we are gonna eat lots of soup.
Sure, I promise you, we'll meet again. Outside, the sky was cloudy and were as grey as the fiskmosses themselves. Huge grey waves splashed into the barnacle-covered sea rocks. The winds of Casino was strong as ever before, and it almost sounded like the air goddess herself was whispering to me. The emerald green hills were covered by autumn leaves. Most inhabitants of the egg dreaded the autumn since it reminded them of the coming winter and the death of summer. But we manfans and frostborn embraced the winter, since it was the season of the spirits, the cold, and our great god Shaimo. As I was lost in my inner thoughts, I was interrupted by Esme's muttering.
Home, 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 home.
Several meters away were a beach, and above it stood a smaller mountain, covered with grass and moss. On the mountain were wooden houses, in all sizes and shapes. Wooden baskets filled with dead octopus were everywhere, and hundreds of fiskmosses interacted and mind their own business. Yes, Esme, we are home.
To be continued.